what is up, my bearded bros? Now, as I scroll through, I just want to say something. I thought the first game started at 2 today, so I apologize. It started actually at 1, and that is 100% my fault. I take full responsibility, and according to the rules, if I miss a game, I have to pick whoever is currently losing in the game, and currently it is 36-37. 76ers beating the Trailblazers, so I'm going to be picking the Trailblazers in that one. First, we got the Suns at the Hawks. Well, second, we got the Suns at the Hawks. I'm picking the Hawks in this one. Trae Young, I think, should have a good game, and I think they should be solid overall. The Suns already reaching 50 losses would be epic. Let me get the Nets at the Hornets. Charlotte favored by 2.5, but I'm going to pick the Nets in this one. I love me some Allen. I love me some D'Angelo. I think they get it done. Grizzlies, Cavaliers. Cavaliers by 2.5. I actually think the Cavaliers win this one. Something about this matchup just says, be careful of picking like the Memphis Grizzlies. I also should be careful picking the Cavaliers. They only had 13 wins this season. But I think Memphis will be feeling the loss of Jaren Jackson more than people would think. And you get the Pacers at the Wizards. Pacers by 1.5. I'm going to pick the Wizards in the upset here. I think I accidentally had Bradley Beal riding the bench in the last game when he scored 72 points, for 72 fantasy points, which sucks. But I think the Wizards upset the Pacers. It's going to take a miracle, but you know what? Miracles happen. Lakers at the Pelicans. Lakers by 5.5. I think the Lakers... This one, I think, is going to be tougher than some might think. So I'm going to pick the Pelicans in this one. I think... No, I'm not going to say that. It's going to be consistency. Yes, the Lakers are coming off a good win against the Rockets. Pelicans, not so much, haven't been doing so good lately. Lakers, a win would jump them over 500, but there's something about this matchup that just says the big men of the Pelicans are going to handle the Lakers. And it should be a close game, though. It should be a close game. 5.5, I think, is a little high. I would take the Pelicans. If the Lakers were 1.5, I'd be more tempted to pick them, but I'm picking the Pelicans here. You got the Pistons at the Heat. Heat favored by 3.5. I think the Heat win at home. Being at home, the Heat tend to play with a little bit more fire. Pistons, they concern me. They do. They're in the playoff picture, but they still concern me so much. Celtics, Bulls. Bulls, I don't think have any chance to win this one. No offense. Favored by 10.5. I think the Celtics win it, and I think they cover that spread, even as large as it is. OKC hosting the Kings. This one's very interesting here. It's a back-to-back for the Thunder. They played in, I think, a double or triple overtime, something like that. So can the Kings, who should be a little bit fresher, it was a double overtime, should the Kings, should be a little bit fresher, who almost beat Golden State and almost beat Denver in the last 2 games, can they do it? Can they be OKC? I say no. I actually don't think the Kings have too much of an answer for Steven Adams. Granted, it's going to be tough on a back-to-back, so an upset here will not surprise me whatsoever. I'm going to take the cover, mainly because of the fracture that I believe between Buddy Hield and the coach that showed up at the end of the last game. I think that's going to be a difference maker in this one. Will Buddy Hield hesitate a little bit more? I think so. And they get the Timberwolves at the Bucks. Bucks by 12.5. I think they win. I think they cover. Bucks are one of the best teams in the NBA, and there is not much more to say about that. Rockets, Warriors. I don't think this is even fair to ask, but 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time, ABC. Warriors favored by 9.5. I think they win. I think they cover. James Harden probably continues his streak, but that team, I don't think, is enough for the Warriors, especially in Golden State. And you get the Mavericks at the Jazz. Jazz favored by 11. Double overtime game against the Thunder last night. As I said, with the Thunder could determine this game if they're showing some signs of fatigue. Do they save themselves with the season or postseason not too far away? But I don't think they do. I think they come out. I think they might start a little sluggish, but I think the Jazz still win. 11-point spread seems kind of large. I would prefer ideally a 9.5-point spread here. But if it's 11, I'm going to take the cover. just because I think overall the Jazz are the more talented team. But an upset here with the back-to-back for the Jazz, double overtime game. I see that upset is definitely possible, so all respect to the Mavs. Go get it. See you guys in the next one. Peace.